We're going in.
Can you take coffee?
Yeah, sure. So, okay. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Have you?
Good to be here.
Support for our programming comes from WPLA members. George Reyland to us.
I'm not sure if I've met you before. I'm not sorry. I probably have. So much for this day.
Oh, yeah, no, you go this evening at 8:06.
We're back live in Studio C, and we'd like to welcome members of Writer's Stage, especially Jim Reyland, who's going to tell us all about what Writer's Stage is and this new musical that is being created right here in Nashville.
Well, actually, I brought a few friends along with me, so more than a few. Writer's Stage is a new theater company that we started back in 2007, and it was started specifically to give voice to new writers, and even more specifically to writers from the state of Tennessee. So 21 Baker Road, which we are here to sing a few selections from, is the inaugural production of Writer's Stage. And Saturday night at 7:30 in the Trout Theater on the campus of Belmont University, we'll do what they call in the theater business a concert performance, or a read-through, sing-through of the musical.
Oh, wait a minute. You said it's at the Trout Theater?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was at Bass Pro.
Yeah, no, it's the Trout Theater.
Jeez.
Oh, come on, Google, let's get going here. So anyway.
It's going to be a comedy, right?
Yeah, it's a comedy. Yeah, it is. That's John Warren.
I never
He's
get
one of the
anything
stars
right,
of
I'm
our
sorry.
show.
I see.
We opened up his mic by mistake, sorry.
Well,
So-
Jim, Barry Scott is here as well, the illustrious Barry Scott, well known in Nashville, wonderful actor and director of this production as well. So let's say hi to Barry right quick.
Hello, everybody. It's so important, this stage of any new work, whether it's a play or a musical, the first time you get before an audience and you show them, and we show ourselves, you know, what we've accomplished, and we try to get a gauge on what we can do in the future with it. So it's a very pregnant time. It's a critical time, a crucial time, but we're all having fun, you know, and look forward to what we're
are.
Well,
end
Jim,
up with.
why don't you give us a brief setup of what's happening?
Okay, well basically what 21 Baker Road is about is a guy who loves his house more than he loves what's inside of his house. That's sort of the basic premise of the play, and Charlie Brigade, who's played by John Warren, falls off the top of his house and ends up somewhere between here and there, and sort of learns his lesson, and by the end of the play he's just a much better, wonderful guy. And so that's really what 21 Baker Road is all about. So the first song we're going to do is called Buster Crane, and it's Buster is sort of a metaphor for balance. So here we go.
I guess the title speaks for itself. Yeah,
John.
Let's bring Barry Scott back in for a very brief word about your role as director, Barry.
Well, every time I direct a piece, I like to say that I'm a facilitator of accidents. And I don't mean that this cast or this show is an accident. I trust every instinct that comes before me in talent, and I trust the instincts that come out of me. So I'm having a great time just being honest about what I sense, what I think, what I feel, what I believe when I hear the words spoken by the talent that's before me. So that is my approach.
That's great. That sounds great. Let's hear One Perfect Lily. Audrey Filson and Laura B.
And you think you won't cry, and you'll never be lonely, but time has a way of its own. You watch it slip by, and you wonder if only your one perfect moment will find you, remind you of one perfect dream, one perfect word, one perfect love.
All right, John.
John Warren, Where Do I Go From Here? A final selection from the new musical 21 Baker Road, being created and produced here in Nashville. I'd like to thank everybody for being here today. Jim Reyland and Addison Gore, who are the musician, the creator of this book and musical. Barry Scott, who's directing, and our singing cast this morning, Jim Reyland, John Warren, Sarah Schock, Laura Bean, Patrick Shaw, and Audrey Filson, as well as on the recorded tracks, Captain Marks and trumpeter George Tidwell. Very fine. Again, it's Saturday night at 7:30 in the Bill and Carol Trout Theater on the campus of Belmont University. Tickets available at the box office or at the door. Thank you all.
That's right. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for having us.
I'm Will Griffin. We'll be back next week live in Studio C with cellist Shafan Jong and the wonderful young flamenco guitarist Silvio Chule with this flamenco band live in Studio C on 90.3 WPLN National Public Radio, 91.5 WTML Tullahoma, 91.7 WHRS Cookeville, and online WPLN.org.